Hare Krishna. So we are hearing Ram Katha from last few weeks. So Lord Ram has left Ayodhya. How Lord Ram left Ayodhya, how Ayodhya Vasis, the devotees of Lord Ram, were so attached to Ram, and they all were leaving, running behind the Ratha of Rama, Lakshmana and Sita. The entire palace entire community was behind him. But Lord Ram went ahead, and all of them that day night stayed on the bank of Tamasa river. So everybody slept because they were very tired. The same day, the morning was supposed to be Lord Rama's coronation, was supposed to be the event. Previous day night, all of them were awake and they were preparing for the grand ceremony of Rama's Pattabhisheka. But something else turned out, something else happened, and Ram had to leave to the forest. So this was a shock for all the devotees. So whoever is able to walk, whoever is able to run and walk, they ran behind the Lord Rama's Rath. Those who are very old, not able, they tried their best for some distance and they collapsed, including Dasharath. Dasharath also ran behind the Ratha, but he also collapsed. So like everybody tried, so those who were able, they all went. So who left in the village were those who are not able to run, not able to walk? Some old men, some women, some pregnant ladies, some small children. Rest everybody have gone. And they stayed with Lord Ram on the bank of the river. So they were thinking, so now next 14 years, let us all spend with Lord Ram in the forest. So who wants this Ayodhya city? Without Ram, where is the value for Ayodhya? Ayodhya has some value if there is Lord Ram. So he is going, so let's also go. So that was their idea. So they all slept, they were very tired. So they tried, nicely slept. But mid of the night, Lord Ram woke up. And he woken up Lakshmana, Sita, and his minister Sumantra, and said, "Chalo, we will go." So that's how the Ram escaped. And all of them morning got up. So when they got up, Lord Ram is not there. They're seeing this side. Lord is not there. Then what happens today we'll discuss. So before we start today's discussion, let us offer our prayers. Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vedhase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitaya Pataye Namaha Yatra Raghunatha Kirtanam Tatra Tatra Krutamastakāñjaleṃ Pushpavari Paripurna Lochanam Marutim Namatha Rakshasanthakam Kujantam Rama Rameti Madhuram Madhuraksharam Aruhya Kavita Shakam Vande Valmiki Kokilam. So morning when all the citizens got up, this day they did not sleep at their home. They are sleeping on the ground and open to sky. As the sun rays happened, there is some light, they all got up. Prabhatayam tu sharvayam pauraste raghavam vina. Shokopahata nischeshta Raghavam Vina. Without Ram, Lord Ram, morning they felt shoka, very sad. They looked all the side. Not only Lord Ram is not there, Sita Devi is not there, Lakshmana is not there, Sumantra is not there. Confirmed they have escaped. Only Lord Ram is not there, some hope. Maybe he has gone here and there. All of them have gone away. So they felt, oh my God. They cursed. Digastu khalu nidram tam. I condemn my sleep. So like this, they cursed their sleep, their behavior. Hey, what have we done? Somebody thought, let us stay here fasting. So we will die. Fasting, let us not take any food. Somebody thought, let us walk towards north. It is said when nothing in the spirit life working out, they want spiritual path, nobody is there. In our culture, people would, in Bharata Kanda at least, they would walk towards north. Like Narada Rishi, as a small child, mother passed away, he walked towards north. So let us all walk towards north till our body is there, we keep walking. When it falls apart, we will die. So let us do that. Somebody thought, let us enter to fire and die. What is it? Why we should go back? And they felt cheated by Lord Ram. He left us like this. They also thought, how to go back now to the village? When we go back, all those, our mothers, our daughters, our fathers, they will ask, where is Ram? What to answer? What to answer to all of them? So like this they thought. And for some time they saw the mark of the chariot. Because Sumantra was asked by Rama to little bit go towards Ayodhya and then take turn. So they follow the mark of the wheel for some time. Then suddenly that mark disappears from half the way. They became very sad. As a lifeless body, like vegetable, they walked towards Ayodhya. And they came home. They could not recognize their own relatives. Their homes were like no good relationship, no happiness. Nowhere, no celebrations are happening, no festivities are happening. Nobody is cooking at home, nobody is enjoying. As they came, all the wives they scolded them. Why did you come back without Lord Ram? Kim no tesham grihai karyam kim daraihi kim dhanena va putrer va kim sanker va piyena pashyanti raghavam. Kim no tesham grihai. What is the use of home? What is the use of kim dharaihi? What is the use of wives? Kim dhanena. What is the use of money? What is the use of putraiva kim? The children. What is the use of sukairvapi? All this happiness. Napashyanti raghavam. If you are not able to see Lord Ram, what is the value of all these things? Like a Haridasa, Dasa will sing, Tore do jeevi sabhude Hari ninna charanagala. Toredo jeevi sabhude Hari ninna charanagala. How can I live by giving up your lotus feet? Look at the consciousness of the devotees of Lord Ram. This is the qualification to stay in the kingdom of Lord Ram. For them, who is speaking this? These are the housewives speaking. Not great learned scholars who knows Vedanta, Vedas and Tapasya, they would have known. Who spoke this? Somehow they came back, their husbands came back without Ram. So they became unhappy. They said, Kim no tesham grihaihi karyam kim darehi kim dhanena va putraiva kim sukairvapiyena na pashyanti raghavam. So what is the use? Like this they all lamented. So they all thought what to do. They lost their sense of thinking, speaking. They madly were speaking. So like this, it was happening. Another side, Lord Ram on the chariot of Sumantra, they traveled very fast. All across they were going. After crossing Tamasa river, still it is belonged to the Kosala country, the country of Dasharatha. And some of them are, other kings who are surrendered to Dasharatha were ruling. So as they were going, people were standing on the roadside to watch Lord Ram going. Many of them were very unhappy to see Lord Ram in the attire of without royal dress, with the dress of forest dwellers. So they were very sad. They were all seeing Ram. Everybody was coming on the roadside. But Lord Ram quickly went. Why did Lord Rama quickly go? So that they don't feel unhappy for a long time. So he quickly traveled. He traveled so many rivers, so many mountains, and finally he came to the border of Kosala Rajya, the country of Kosala. Now the next kings also actually under Dasharatha's kingdom, but they were all called Samanta Raja, means they all are submitted kings to the main king. So they were now the last border when he came, Lord Ram, and turned towards the Ayodhya and paid obeisances to Ayodhya and said that I am leaving with my work. Actually, Lord Rama is going with the mission. Here two things. All these Ayodhya Vasis are thinking that Ram is leaving us and going. It's an injustice Dasharatha has done, Kaikeyi has done. But actually what is happening is Lord Rama's mission. We heard in the initial Balakanda, all the Devatas went to Brahma and prayed. And Lord Vishnu said, I will come as a son of Dasharatha and kill that Ravan. Now he has to go for killing all the demons. So he's going. So Lord paid, Ramachandra folded his hands and paid obeisances to Ayodhya. He also said, all the Vasis, all the many people of that particular place were following Ramachandra. He told them with all folded hands, my dear citizens, all of you please return to your homes. You do your duty. You have your duty to perform. I have my work to complete. So I will come back after 14 years. You all go to your duty. He told that. Then he said, let me now go slowly. Then it is said, he went little slowly from there. Why did he go little slowly? Because now there are not many people coming to see him. That time a lot of people were coming to see him. He didn't want to give pain to them. Now he was seeing the nice places and going very slowly. And finally, they reached the bank of Ganga. From the Ayodhya they started. So many rivers they crossed. First was Tamasa river. Then many other rivers they crossed. Many mountains they crossed. Finally they came to the bank of Ganga river. So here mentioned, Ganga river is Vishnu Padachyutam Divya Bhapam Papanashanim. Where did this Ganga take birth? Ganga Mata take birth. Ganga river is not Gangotri. Gangotri is a place it has fallen in this world. Originally the Ganga is coming from the lotus feet of Vishnu. Vishnu Padachyutam Divyama Papam Papanashanim. So Lord Ram and Sita Devi, they offered their prayers to Ganga Devi and they took bath there and they thought, now today let us stay here. Ganga river is very huge river. They cannot cross by the chariot. They require a boat. So now, as he reached there, Rama's one of the childhood friend and very close to Rama. His name is Guha. Guha came running. He heard Ram, Lakshman and Sita have come. Out of so much ecstasy he come. He saw Ram and Lakshman there in the dress of forest dwellers. He became shocked. He was very sad. What happened? He said, Yata Ayodhya tate yam te Rama kim karavani te. Ram, maybe your father has sent you to forest, but everything in my kingdom belongs to you. Actually, my kingdom is yours. You become king here. You rule us. You stay here. Swagam tam te mahabaho taveyam akhilam mahi. Whatever mine is yours. You come. You rule us. So Guha requested like this. Of course, Rama rejected all those offers. He said, you please take care of my horses. And then that night, they stayed there. And Guha and Lakshmana were protecting Ram and Sita. And they took rest. And Guha and Lakshmana discussed about Lord Rama's varieties of activities and pastimes. And that night, as they took rest and next day they got up. After getting up, Ram said, now I am leaving. And Lakshmana called Guha and said, get one boat. In that boat we can all get in. The chariot also should be able to be shifted to the other side. So Guha happily went and he got the boat. Guha is thinking, now I'll also join Ram. He is also thinking like this. He got the boat out of great ecstasy. He came. And the boat came. When they were about to get in, Ram touched Sumantra and said, now you go back. So you have a great work, Sumantra. You should go back and ensure that Bharat becomes king there, Yuvaraja there, prince. And you please console Dasharath. Tell about us to him. Please protect. You know now probably the Sumitra, Kausalya may be unsafe under Kaikeyi's orders. Maybe you go protect like this. Rama is giving some kind of fake responsibilities to him to convince him to go back. But Sumantra said, no, I can't go back. If I go back empty-handed, if I go in the Ratha, people will ask, where is Ram? What shall I answer? But somehow Rama convinced Sumantra, you must go back, you have to take care, you have to communicate the message to Dasharatha, it's your duty, you should follow my order, you go. So Sumantra leaves. Now Ram, Lakshmana, Sita, they get into the boat, they go to the other side of the Ganga river. As they go to other side of the Ganga river, on the center of the Ganga river, Sita Devi performs her prayers and worship of Ganga Devi. Then they go to other side. As they go to other side, they also see a beautiful ashram far away. Some smoke is coming from there. They walk towards that. Slowly they walk now. They say, Lakshman, you go in the front. Behind Lakshman is Sita Devi. Behind Sita is Ram. In this order they walk. Front in the Lakshmana. Then like this. They keep walking. Then now Ram started telling Lakshmana, you see, somehow this Kaikeyi has done great mistake. Till now he never spoke like this. Now he started speaking like this. Kaikeyi, our father Dasharatha has done mistake by following Kaikeyi. I am doubtful whether my mother and your mother, are they safe? They might require protection. What a misfortune has come by because of this Kaikeyi. Like this, Rama started speaking something differently. Now he said, Lakshmana, now you see only 3 of us are there. Now we have to go next 14 years in the forest. See what a What a misfortune has come to us. We were supposed to be in the palace. Like this, Rama started speaking. Now the question is, why did Rama started speaking like this? Why is Rama saying this? All this time he was telling, very happily accepted, happily going, very pleasant smile. He was pacifying everybody. Now for Lakshman he is telling that, how shall we, what a mistake has happened. How shall we go? So like this he started speaking. So actually the reason why Ram spoke like that, he wanted to ask Lakshman, you also go back and protect Sumitra and Kausalya, and you go back. Because it should not happen that Lakshman is coming because I have asked him to come with me. It should be his wish. He is testing Lakshmana. Lakshmana should say, no, I will come with you. So it is voluntary decision. It is an independent decision of Lakshman. This is how you see in the many stages you see in a devotional service. If you take the case of Narada Rishi, he first saw Lord in his heart. He enjoyed that, seeing the Lord in his heart. He experienced the transcendental bliss. He was very happy. Then Lord disappeared. He became very unhappy. Then Lord told that you see, you have to finish all your karmas in this life, and I only came to increase your hankering for me. Now you have to try and come back. Somebody gave an analogy. In the spiritual life, initially when we come to Krishna and practice devotional service, Krishna gives some taste. Yes, it is very nice. Chanting is nice. Is everything nice? It is like, very carefully Krishna takes care of his devotees. Then afterwards, Krishna wants devotee to pursue him. Then he will leave him. Yatechasita Thakur. Now you have to work. You have to work for getting Krishna. It is like initially Krishna is taking care, is like a kangaroo. And there is an animal called kangaroo. It has one bag in its body, and where the small kangaroo and the mother very carefully keeps there in that bag. And those kids are very safe under mother's protection. So initially when we are practicing Krishna consciousness, we are like kangaroo kids. Krishna is protecting us very nicely. Once we understood, yes, now I must get Krishna in my life, that is very serious mission I have, then Krishna takes care of kids like mother monkey takes care of the child monkey. You have seen how the child monkey is hanging on to the mother monkey. The child monkey has to hold on strongly and tightly to the mother's body. Sometimes when a mother jumps from one tree to another tree, the child monkey falls off. If child is not attentive. So Krishna says, I handheld you and I took you till here. Now you understood your goal is to get me. Now I leave, you have to come. So in every devotee's life while practicing Krishna consciousness, we may go through the different stages of life like this. Sometimes, even after becoming devotee, we may come across some difficulties, some challenges. Every challenge we get in our life, we should take this as an opportunity to become stronger in my spiritual resolution. Every benefit, every facility I get, I should express my gratitude to Krishna for giving that. This is very important for practicing sadhakas, devotees. That one should be holding on, one should be with Lord. We should determine with utsaha, dhairya, nishchaya, tat tat karma pravartana. One should be very strongly practicing to get Krishna. So, like this, Rama tests Arjuna's determination. Why don't you stay back? So like that, but Lakshmana did not agree for that. He said no. So then he understood, yes, he wants to come with me, let him come. So now they walked further and finally they came to the ashrama in Prayaga. The Ganga river is coming, Yamuna is coming, and they are joining there. That is Prayaga. So they reached Prayaga. In the Prayaga, there is a Bharadwaja Muni's ashrama. They came to the Bharadwaja Muni's ashrama, and Bharadwaja Muni received Ram, Lakshmana, Sita with great happiness. And then Ram told about their background, why they have come. And that day, Bharadwaja Muni gave a nice treatment for Ram. They provided the shelter. And they also, Bharadwaja Muni wants to provide some nice foodstuffs, but Ram said, no, I'm in a vrat. I have decided I should stay in a forest. In the forest we get only fruits, some roots. So I will eat some roots and some fruits. That's all, I will not eat anything else. So the Muni provided the same thing to Lord Ram, and Lakshmana and Sita. They stayed back there that night. Then Bharadwaja Muni said, you can stay here only, this is also forest, for next 14 years. Lord Ram said, no, I need to go. If I am here, all of people will start coming to see me. I should move on. So where should I go? Then Bharadwaja Muni gave an idea. From here about 30 miles if you go, there's a Chitrakoot. It's a very beautiful place. Even today there is a place, Chitrakoot. So there's a Chitrakoot, very beautiful hills, fruits and all fresh, like honey, and everything is available there. You can very comfortably stay in that place. And Bharadwaja guided, you should go like this, then one big tree will come, then take left, like this you should walk, like this. If you go, there is a Chitrakoot. And Ram, Lakshmana, Sita got ready. Next day morning, they started walking towards Chitrakoot. On the way to go to Chitrakoot, they had to cross one more river. That is Yamuna. So they have to cross Yamuna river. So then now Guha is not there. And how to cross? So they made boat out of wooden planks. The Lakshmana went and cut some dry woods and tied with some forest ropes and made one boat for them to cross. Now we must understand, Ram, Lakshmana, Sita would have also crossed Ganga also like this. Yamuna is as big as Ganga. Why is it that? No, they gave opportunity for Guha to give service to them. When we are rendering Krishna a service, it may be anything. We say na, tanu, mana, dhana. Whatever we are doing service to Krishna, we should not think that, oh, I benefited Krishna. So because of me, Krishna is now looking nice. You see, I have given this to Krishna, that to Krishna. Krishna does not require any of these things. Krishna is giving opportunity for you to do service, just like he gave opportunity for Guha. Okay, you take me. Guha says, Ram wanted to give something back to Guha. Okay, you take some dakshina for helping me to cross this Ganga river. Guha says to the fold under, my dear Lord, by taking you cross this river, you are helping me to cross the ocean of birth and death. You are helping me to cross Bhavasagara, my dear Lord. I am doing very small, one river I am helping you to cross. So Guha is, that should be our consciousness. My dear Lord, little service what I am doing, if you accept that, I will be benefited. I need not to suffer. Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam. I need not to suffer all these things. Otherwise, Lord is self-sufficient. He is Atma Rama. He can just cross the river and go. Just like they crossed, they cut some woods and they made some boat. Actually, he can walk over the water also. Just by writing his name, throw one stone, it floats on the ocean. His name only can float. Can't he float? So he can also float. So, but he is enacting various pastimes. So then they made a boat. They all sat. They made Sita to climb. And they're carrying Sita's some dresses and cloths because Dasharatha said he should carry. So that also they carried. They got into the boat. They crossed to the other side. As they walked, very beautiful scenery, nice hills and waterfalls and fruits. And somewhere different places Rama was showing, you see there, you see here to Sita. Sita was asking, what is this, what is that? So like this they were walking slowly. And finally by evening, they reached one place under a tree. They stayed back there. They had some water from the Yamuna river and they had stayed back, took some fruits, took some pulp in the forest. They stayed back that night. Next day morning, Ram got up early and it is said in Valmiki Ramayana, he woke up Lakshmana. You get up. Lakshmana was sleeping. Lakshmana was in a kind of slumber, very lazy. Rama said, get up, you have to walk now. And Lakshmana got up. Now question may come in our mind. We heard Lakshmana never sleeps. How come Lakshmana is sleeping now? So this question may come, isn't it? So it is said Lakshmana is actually sleeping. Actually he is not sleeping. He wants an order from Rama to protect him. See, when devotee also wants, when Rama wants Lakshmana to voluntarily render service, and devotee waits, Lord, you order me, whatever you want I will do. This is only incident in Valmiki Ramayana. We see Ram is waking up Lakshman. Why is it so? Now Ram is telling you should do this service for me. Devotees like if Krishna orders. There's the next level of devotional service. But Krishna says, I will not order you. You do voluntarily what you want to do. Once you do voluntary devotional service to Krishna, you become very confidential servant of the Lord, then Lord will order. Because in ordering also there is a joy, receiving order also there will be joy. If now only if Krishna orders, our material mind thinks, who is he to order us? Some people say, in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is so arrogant, you see. He says, Aham sarvasya prabhu, from me everything is coming. Sarva dharmam parityaja mamekam sharanam vraja. He is so proud. Somebody was telling like this. So for demoniac people, it appears that Lord is very demanding. Therefore, for the conditioned living entities, the Lord never orders anything. It's voluntarily you do service. After rendering voluntarily service, loving devotional service to Lord, in the exchange of love, sometimes Krishna may order. Like Krishna orders Yashoda, please get me butter, please get me this, please do this. And she is happy to take the orders of the Lord. It's like that Lakshmana wants to take the order of the Lord. So he got up, then again they walked, they went to Chitrakuta. In Chitrakuta, they constructed a very nice hut, Parnashala. So Arjuna brought, Rama brought, they all tied, very nice house they built, hut they built. They started staying there. Meanwhile, what's happening in Ayodhya? The Sumantra has come back to Ayodhya. Putting his head down, he has come back. As there was a sound of the chariot entering Ayodhya, everybody came out of their house to the streets. They asked, "Where is Ram? Where is Lord Ram?" They're staring at Sumantra. "Where is he? I thought you were getting him." Sumantra could not lift his head. He set it down, said that he did not come. He ordered me to come back. Then he wanted to execute the order of Lord Ram. He went to the palace. Ashtama Kaksha. In the 8th room of the palace, Dasharatha is very sadly sitting. And he enters there. And she says what all Ram wanted to communicate. Ram told, "Please tell my father, everything is fine. I'm perfectly fine. I'm not unhappy that I have come to forest. I'm very comfortable. Soon we will come back after 14 years. Please tell this to my father. Tell my mother like this." He has given some script. So Sumantra went and told Dasharatha, "Ram has told everything is fine. He is not unhappy with you." But when he heard about Ram, again Dasharatha was very sad. He fell unconscious for some time. Then he got up. Then he started asking, "Where is my Ram now? What is he doing? What is he eating? How is he walking in the forest? How is Sita taken care? What is going on?" Sumantra, before returning, he was waiting for some time. If they're all, Rama changes his mind and he may take me like this. And he sent Guha's some agents. They got the news that Ram reached up Chitrakuta and came back. He had some news. So he started telling about Ram. And then Dasharatha said, "Without Lord Ram in my life, I'm just waiting for death to come. I'm just holding on to my life, thinking of Ram in the morning and the evening, and all the time I'm only thinking of him. I'm leading my life like King Yayati, who was always thinking of the Lord and waiting for his death to come." This King Yayati was a king in Chandravamsha. He is in the Moon dynasty, where the Pandavas, Kuru dynasty has come. The Yayati king, he was married to 2 wives. One is Shukracharya's daughter. Her name was Devayani. And one king's daughter, her name was Sharmishta. What happened was, Shukracharya's daughter and the king's daughter, Devayani and Sharmishta, are very good friends. But sometimes they used to have some fight amongst them in terms of their social order. The Devayani, being the daughter of Shukracharya, had pride that I am from Brahmana, Rishikula. And Sharmishta was daughter of a king, Kshatriya Kula. So the Brahmana Kula is more than Rishi Kula is more than Kshatriya Kula. So one day, when they were taking bath in a river, Lord Shiva passed by. So in emergency, suddenly, they didn't know what to do. The Sharmishta everybody was wearing their clothes. She took the cloth of Devayani and wore. So Devayani became very angry and insulted her. "Look at here. The low class woman is wearing the high class woman's dress. It is just like a dog is eating food which is meant for offering to the Lord. Like this, she insulted in front of everybody. But Sharmita was very angry. Sometimes she used to be short-tempered. She became very angry and she went and tore off her clothes and threw her into the well and went off. So the Devayani was thrown to the well by Sharmista. And she went and told the father. Father got scared now. Shukracharya comes to know. He will curse. So she was in a well. That time, this king Yayati was hunting in the forest. He heard a voice of a woman from the well. He came and saw there is a woman without proper dress. So he immediately gave his dress and held her hand and took her up from the well, saved her. And Devayani got attracted to the handsome king and said that you now held my hand. Now you should only marry. You are married already. So the king was little scared. Now because Shukracharya, again this is not supposed to happen in Sanatana Dharma earlier. Because those times social order is basically for uplifting in spiritual life. So the higher class, higher order women not supposed to marry the lower class men. But higher class men can marry the lower class women. Like this there is a system. So she was, the Yayati was very scared. But now the two things happened. News went to Shukracharya that Sharmista has done this. News also went to Shukracharya that his daughter liked the king and king held her hand and they want to get married or they are got married. Then they all went and begged from Shukracharya, please tell us the way forward. And Shukracharya is angry. And king also went and submitted, my daughter did out of mistakes. Please do not curse. Because kings were worried by the curse of a rishi. He has done a lot of tapasya. It could be there could be a famine, there could be drought, there could be flood. So all the citizens will suffer. So he went and begged, you tell me what is the prayashchitta for this? Then Shukracharya said the prayashchitta for this is, let Devayani marry to Yayati, let the Sharmista and all of them, and along with the few more women, they should go as assistants to Devayani. Then he told Yayati, you should never have union with anybody other than Devayani. If you do that, I will take my action on you. So Yayati accepted and the marriage happened. And then Sharmista went as a servant and she was serving Devayani along with her assistants. And Devayani got 4 children and Sharmista had no children. So Sharmista one day shared her mind with the king. You know, I am serving so nicely to you. I also wish to have one son. Devayani has got 4 children. I don't have. So the king agreed. And then there was a union between Sharmista and the king. And she became pregnant. Devayani came to know, my husband has cheated and he did not follow the order of my father. She went to father, ran to his father, her father, and complained, you know what has done? The king has disobeyed your order. Shukracharya became very angry. He called the king and said, I curse you. I curse you to grow old immediately. So suddenly the young king became old man, lost all powers. King begged forgiveness from the rishi and said, you tell me, what should I do for this? By mistake I have done this. By this, I have not actually satiated my lust. I still have the lusty thoughts, but you made my body old. And your daughter also not enjoyed sufficiently. It's a loss for both of us. Then Shukracharya said, I cannot retrieve my curse. If somebody is ready to take your old age, their young age can be transferred to you. I'll give that option to you. Now the king came, the old king Yayati. First he asked the first son of Devyani. See how shamelessly the Yayati is asking. Okay, he got old age, retirement, good, go and practice, chant Hare Krishna and be happy. But he said, no, I want to fulfill some more desires. My desires are not fully completed. So he went and asked son, can you take my old age and give me your youth so that I can enjoy? First son said, no, not possible. I have to go through the brahmacharya, grihastha, vanaprastha. I want to follow this process. I cannot share my age with you. Then he asked other children. They also denied. Then after some time, Sharmishta had a son. His name was Puru. He went and asked Puru, his son. Puru agreed to share his young age. His son became old man. The son Puru's age was transferred to Yayati. The Yayati again became young. It is explained in Srimad Bhagavatam. This story is in Bhagavatam. Then Yayati, along with his wife Devayani, they enjoyed the celestial happiness for 1,000 years. After 1,000 years of enjoyment, he started realizing, my desires are not ending. My desires are not quenching. There's a beautiful verse in Srimad Bhagavatam. Material desires, how much you try to satisfy, it does not quench, it does not end, it only increases. He realized, what am I doing? What a shameless life I am leading. I taken youth from my young boy, my son, and I am enjoying from 1,000 years. He lamented for his mistakes. He said, this is not the way. I have to control myself. I have to give up this material enjoyment. He went back to his son and gave the kingdom to Puru. Coronated him as a king, made him young, took back his old age and went to forest, thinking of the Lord, waiting for the liberation, always thinking of Krishna, realizing that material happiness cannot satisfy me. Only Krishna can satisfy me. Only Lord can satisfy me. With that realization, he was waiting. So Dasharatha was saying, like Yayati, thinking of the Lord, waiting for death, like that. Like Yayati, I'm thinking of Ram, and I'm waiting my days, counting my days. Now Sumantra says some more things, and Sumantra breaks down, Kausalya pacifies, and Kausalya becomes very angry sometimes, then like this, then finally Dasharath starts telling about what could be the reason why he had to go through this suffering, and saying that Dasharath is going to die. So that we will discuss in the next session. How Dasharath is going to pass away, what is the reason, how he passed away, what all he remembered at the time of death. So these things, Dasharatha's passing away and other stories we'll discuss in the next session of Ramayana class. So today, Rama traveled from the Tamasa river to Chitrakuta, and other side in Ayodhya. Ayodhya Vasis went back to Ayodhya, and Sumantra went back to Ayodhya. So this much we have covered from Valmiki Ramayana. So Valmiki Ramayanam ki, Shri Krishna Balaram ki, Shri Nitai Gauranga ki, Kartika Mas Mahotsav ki, Harinama Sankirtan ki, Srila Prabhupada ki. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.